I just want to do God's will. And he's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land.
It's just because, primary sources, when we're artists, when we work with history, I think it's really beautiful because you have this ever-present past thing that I'm really trying to recreate in the piece, is that time just almost stands still. And so for us to use these images as inspiration, but also to have them as the text, to have them as weaved into the oratorio, I think it's going to be very powerful.
Well, it's also, this notion of telling stories. I mean, who is responsible and who will tell these very specific stories, if not for you, if not for me working with you, and because I think the other stories will be told.
Yes.
I think the other stories are being told, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But I worry about that, and I think about that, and that's the kind of pride and place in these performing arts. So I'm very much looking forward to how we tell these particular stories, because they really need to be told, and I don't know anything.
But even the people that around us don't know anything about them.
We talked about this notion of an oratorio. There's some appeal, even in that word, and application of those devices. That is text that is both spoken and sung, and delivered in an effective and dramatic fashion. At the same time, I think that the music, I am who I am. I'm a product of this country. I'm a product of IET. And I think that there's a lot of overlap and there's a lot of collaboration in the idea, even in the notion of a Haitian American composer. And more than the specificity of those terms, I think it's the kind of general notion of being able to collaborate across time and across genres and cultures. So that's what I'm interested in doing. Bringing my music, which can deal with and handle so-called Western instruments, by the way, so-called Western instruments, but specifically string players and percussion, and have them in consort with African drummers and those specific rhythms and those specific musicians and that kind of overlay. I'm really interested in that. I think that, there's a worldview already. I think musicians and artists have always been a little bit ahead of general society. That is to say, I know so many musicians who are fluent in multiple musical languages, and perspectives. And I think we can find those musicians and work closely with them to create a really unique sound and a really unique score. To, that first piece, that first moment, that first performance.
Yeah.
Not only the world premiere, but the first rehearsal.
Yeah, me too.
And, our own relationship to our own individual and collective process.
Yeah, excellent. Cool.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait too. Excellent.